welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. Heart to heart, you'll never know what you are capable of until you do it with fear. I always thinking about this because a lot of times when I limit myself and limit the things that I want to do or tell myself I can't do something, it's not stemming from Mika not actually being able to do something. It's stemming from fear. And I know that in those times when I felt the most fearful, those are the times that the greatest things have happened to me. And it's just like when I do something that's comfortable, I can go to the grocery store by myself. I can do something that I feel like I've already mastered, you know, because at one point it was scary. It's scary to go to the grocery store by myself. It was scary to even have a job. I mean, think about your first time having a job, you know, that kind of stuff. You got to get comfortable, you know, your first time doing something by yourself. It's a little scary. But then after you master it, something you've been doing for a while, you're like, oh, I could do that. But tell me to go out to eat by myself. Tell me to enjoy my own company in a place that is very public, like going to a nice restaurant or going somewhere where couples normally go, like maybe wine and painting or something like that, or even going to a wine fest where people normally go with their girlfriends. If you ask me to do something like that by myself, I'm not quite there yet. But it's not stemming from I can't do it. It's stemming from fear. It's the fear of what are people going to think about me? Would I look crazy? Would I be sad? Because I'm seeing these couples around me and I'm seeing people with their friends around me. And right now I'm in a season of isolation. I don't have those things right now. So I notice the times when those feelings come up where it's like, you can't do that. I'll start to talk myself out of it and give every reason, and it sounds reasonable. You know, when you trying to tell yourself you can't do nothing because you don't want to do it, does it not sound reasonable? So in those moments when I'm like, I cannot do this because of X, Y, and Z, it all makes sense to me. But if I allow myself to get comfortable and I say, you know what, because I've already said I can't do it, I'm not going to do it, that's when I mess up. Because the things that are easy for me to do, I mastered it. It's no big deal. I'm not stretching because I've already mastered that. It's nothing exciting about it. But doing something that I'm not comfortable with, those are the times where I find I stretch the most. And then that's also times when I find the things that I like and I don't like. And I just was thinking about how important it is to do things when you are afraid. And I'm sure I talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's coming up again. Thinking back to just recently when I took my daughter to Universal Studios for her birthday this year, I tried everything I could to resist being supportive. I mean, all she asked for me for her biggest birthday wish was for me to get on this roller coaster with her. Let me tell you about this roller coaster. Mind you, let's rewind it. I used to like roller coasters. I used to love roller coasters, but I haven't been to amusement parks in so long. And then the older I got, the more paranoid I got about roller coasters and things like that that's not on the ground. So she knew this fear, right? So she was like, I really want to get on this roller coaster. It's just one roller coaster that I really, really love. The biggest one in the park, by the way. And she was like, I just really want to get on it. If you'll get on it with me, that'd be the best birthday gift ever. I was shaking. I was mad. I had all the emotions all at one time because I was like, why are you asking me to get on this roller coaster and you know I'm terrified? I don't want to get on the roller coaster. She was just like, please, Mom, like, I promise I won't ask for anything else. And then I was like, well, go on by yourself. I'll watch you. I'll support you. I'll be waiting for you. She wasn't having it. And so she was like, well, never mind. If you're not going to get on with me, I'm just not going to get on. And that hurt my feelings because I want her to enjoy her birthday. So I'm like, I only have two options. Either be selfish and say, you know what, I'm not getting on, so guess you're not getting on. Or get out of my comfort zone and do something for the person I love. Do something that I know that she wanted to do because it's her birthday. And I was there to make her happy. I was there to celebrate her date with her. And that's the only ride she had asked me to get on with her. Everything else she was okay doing by herself, but we didn't take any of her friends with her. So I was her road dog. But she let me get on a lot of stuff. But that roller coaster, And that's when the test came in, because God in that moment was like, one, do you love your child? If she's asking this of you, do you really love her? You're going to sit here and say, you know what? I don't want to do it, so we're not going to do it. That was one. And then two, God was saying, get out of your comfort zone. You don't know if you're going to like it or not. If you tried it and you hate it, you can say you tried it and you hate it. But you don't know, because you're thinking, like you love roller coasters at one point, and then it's been years, so you let all these thoughts of what happened to everybody else and all the scary stories messing with your head, and you're looking at the roller coaster and you're imagining it's going to be this terrible thing because it was so high up and it was doing all these spins, it was going over water, it was a lot of things happening with this roller coaster, y'all. And so God was like, you know, this is your moment to not only show your daughter that you love her, but to also stretch. So I got on the roller coaster, y'all. When I tell you this roller coaster like took my breath away, like immediately. It didn't warm up. It was just like pulled back, then just swung out, like it was gone. Like I couldn't see nothing. I know my eyes was open, but I couldn't see nothing. But let me tell you the purpose of why I'm telling you this story. Because I was terrified. Like I'm in my heart feeling like it was about to just pop out of my chest. And I was so mad at my daughter. The way the roller coaster was set up, it had the seat, no sides, everything was open. So it's like you're just in there, it latched over you, and you were just in there. That was it. Like your feet was hanging, everything. Terrible experience at first. So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, the whole time I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I'm so mad at you. Like I'm literally saying this to my daughter on her birthday. This is her day. Not only did she have to beg me to get on it, but then when I finally give in, I'm talking crazy to her the whole time because I'm so upset that I have to go on this roller coaster, because I was afraid and my fear was taking over. So I was just snapping. I was like, why did you make me get on this roller coaster? I want to get off and whatever. And she felt bad. She was like, well, if you want to get off, then let's just get off. And I was like, no, it's fine. But still, I'm like angry because I'm so afraid. So I go through it. I'm like holding on, I'm grasping. I feel like I'm just grasping for dear life. Like my hands, if they could, they would just melt through the little thing that was over my chest. So the roller coaster takes off. Immediately, I'm screaming. I feel like my spirit is coming out of my body. No lie, in that moment, it's like that all that fear just swooped out of me, and I was just like screaming and laughing and just having a great time, and it turned into fun. But I wouldn't have known that I would have actually enjoyed it had I not got out of my comfort zone. Sometimes you have to do things in your fear and do things that are uncomfortable for you in order for you to see, is it really worth it? And it was worth it to me because my daughter had a great time. I ended up having a great time. I actually wanted to get on it again, but the line was way too long, so we wasn't waiting in line again. We already had waited for 2 hours to get on the ride. But that showed me something. That showed me, don't ever limit God, one, and don't ever limit yourself. Do stuff even when it feels uncomfortable, because you never know the outcome. If you never try, you'll never know. And yeah, you can say, well, that's fine with me. But some things you will always look back on and say, I wonder what would have happened had I tried this, had I done that, had I gone there, have I done whatever. Even though I was afraid, I wonder what would have happened. A lot of things that I've had to do afraid. And it's always something good that came out of it. A lesson, a blessing, something. And that can happen to you too. But y'all let me know what you think. Let me know if you've gone through something. And let me know how you were able to get through it. Just make sure that you're polite and courteous in the comment box below, because someone like myself is reading your messages. And we are not here to be negative or to make people feel like they're less than or ignorant for having questions or for going through whatever they're going through. If you don't have anything nice to say, nice and politely, just exit left. It's okay. It's okay. I see you. It's okay. But if you just have to say something negative, you can send me an email. And you can let me know there, and we'll have conversation there, or I can just ignore you. You know. But it'll all be in love. It'll all be in love. But you let me know. Send me an email if you would like to discuss this topic more, or if you want to leave a testimony for me to share for you, or just for me. Just let me know. Just put it in the subject line. That way I'll know if I can share it or not. And if you would like to share a new topic idea, or if you would like to just add to this or add some other advice in some other area, let me know and I'll share it for you, and we will keep this conversation going. I love y'all. Be blessed. Love one another, even your enemies. Yeah, even your enemies. Love on them anyway, because God said so. But I love y'all. Stay blessed. Get outside your comfort zone. Enjoy your life. Live to the fullest, because you never know what you can accomplish outside of your comfort zone. And if it doesn't work out, I promise you, you can always go back home. You can always go back to your old job. Just don't make big decisions like having kids and stuff. Now that's different. But everything else, you can reverse it. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think, and we will keep the conversation going and talk next time. Bye.